here's Paul Tyrell.
Paul Tyrell not really into the fans at this show, it seems. You know, in past UWA shows we've seen Paul Tyrell, he's been a fan favourite, but I think he's crossed the border into Suffolk now. He's not in his home county of Essex, and he doesn't really like the fans, he doesn't really care about the fans, and to be honest, he doesn't really need them.
No, I think as I was saying then, Paul Tyrell is possibly one of the most underrated junior heavyweights in the country today, you know. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves, doesn't get the respect and crowd adulation you say probably deserves, you know, and he's just gone straight into the ring, you know.
I'd have to agree with you, and you know, if I was Paul Tyrell, I'd be kind of frustrated about that. You know, he does work very hard, he's up and down this country every day, but you know, he's still not really recognised for his talent, not really recognised for the hard work he does put into the wrestling business. So we're just waiting now for the Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm, to make his appearance at the Ipswich Corn Exchange. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, up next we've got the Flatliner taking on Steve Morocco in the UWA Championship match, and that should be a great contest. But as we go back to ringside here, we've got Jonny Storm coming out now, and there he is.
The Wonder Kids are going to be a massive hit with the fans, and normally is wherever he goes. The crowds love him, the people love him, the kids love him, and especially the ladies love him.
The ladies do love him indeed. And this isn't the first time he's been to Ipswich, he's been here many a time before, and you can tell that by the crowd here who are showing their appreciation for the Wonder Kid. Of course, those of you who may not have seen Jonny Storm recently, you'll notice that he's shaved those long locks off now, and he's now got shaved hair. Maybe it make him a bit more aerodynamic.
Yeah, I was talking to him a bit earlier, Danny. He was saying that he was actually working with some scientists on how to improve his game. You know, he felt he got to the top of his game. You know, he was wondering where else he could go, you know, to improve. And they said by shaving his hair, he could actually improve his speed and his aerodynamics. It's ever so slightly, just maybe give him that extra edge over his opponents.
Well, I for one, I'm looking forward to seeing Jonny Storm and his high-flying, crazy moves that he does, and there's plenty of them.
Certainly, Jonny Storm is a great one for innovation. You know, you never quite know what he's going to bust out. And I think that's part of his charm, you know.
Well, indeed, and he's certainly charmed the promoters globally. You know, recently back from a tour of Japan, recently back from a tour of America as well. He is a very busy boy. And there we are. There's the shorn head of the Wonder Kid. And the crowd there chanting his name. They're really behind this man here.
I think this is going to be an interesting contest, and you know, as so many matches these days, you know, you never really get a total walkover. You know, it could be quite an even match. You'd probably say Paul Tyrell, probably the slightly stockier of the two guys.
Definitely.
But Jonny Storm, you know, it's his innovation. You know, he can hit the high flying moves, he can hit the power moves. He's got it all in his locker, Dan. So,
whoa,
Paul Tyrell, and to the crowd. Someone's obviously said something to upset him, and I think
he's definitely got issues there with one member of the crowd.
I think he's saying
he's calling him into the ring.
Come on, have a go if you think you're hard enough, mate. And if the bloke's got any sense, he'll be staying in his seat.
Well, Paul Tyrell does not want to be doing that. This is not a good plan for him to have a 2-on-1 contest.
As I was saying, Jonny Storm, you know, he can wrestle in so many different styles, and he's got so many moves at his disposal. And I think I would make the Wonder Kid the slight favourite in this bout.
I think I'd have to agree with you there. I mean, he's travelled the world.
Oh, that's not on at all. Referee telling him to break the hold. Jonny Storm breaks the hold, and Paul Tyrell just shoves him down. That's not really on.
As I was saying, Jonny Storm, the globe-trotting star, you know, he's worked many different styles. He's worked with so many people, and he's just drawing little bits of knowledge from everyone and bringing them all in and implementing them into his game plan. And that's definitely going to work in Jonny's favour here tonight in Ipswich.
Exactly, Dan.
Again,
Paul Tyrell shoving him down. Sorry, I was going to say, as a student of the wrestling game, Dan, Jonny Storm's like a sponge. Wherever he goes, he just soaks up that little bit of information. You know, a counter hold here, a reversal there. You know, another aerial he'll take from someone else. And when you soaked up that much information from all around the globe, you get as good as Jonny Storm is.
And Jonny Storm giving Paul Tyrell a taste of his own medicine there, pushing him down, sends him off into the ropes, and the shoulder block, he got him down there, the sleep, and a hip toss reversal, yes, it was. And
into the drop kick, that's what I'm talking about, Jonny Storm down, he's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
He clotheslines him out the ring. Paul Tyrell laying flat out on the Ipswich Corn Exchange floor. I think he wasn't prepared for Jonny Storm. He maybe didn't give him enough credit as he should have, and Jonny Storm just woke Paul Tyrell up there.
Yeah, I think when you're wrestling against someone who's as talented as Jonny Storm, I think you've got to show them respect. You know, you can't go into a match half-hearted because Jonny Storm will take you apart.
Into the ropes again now. Leapfrog. Arm drag there. And Jonny Storm came out as the victor of that exchange. Jonny Storm's got that arm bar locked in on Paul Tyrell.
So that's what I'm saying, that's his versatility. You know, you would have thought maybe Storm would have gone straight back into the ropes, you know, maybe another high-flying move, but he's taking Paul Tyrell down to the mat and working the arm, you know. So many, as I say, so many tricks. Really applying some leverage, using his knee to bend the arm and distort it in ways it was never meant to go.
Well, as you said earlier, John, Paul Tyrell's definitely the stronger of the two, the more stocky of the two. Jonny Storm, he knows this. What he's doing is working on that arm, and that's the arm that's going to be lifting Jonny Storm up. And if it's broken, there ain't going to be no lifting happening here.
And Jonny Storm just taunting Paul Tyrell a bit there by just ruffling up his mop of hair.
It's just an insult. It's an insult.
I think that was Jonny Storm's wake-up call to Paul Tyrell, saying, "Don't take me lightly, sunshine." Trying to reverse the arm there, and just holding Storm down with it.
Got the wrist lock there. It appears quite tight, and Jonny Storm. This is no time for acrobatics, Jonny Storm. I don't know
what's going on.
And it.
Oh!
What a beautiful counter hold there.
Superb reversal there, Dan. I mean, I think Paul Tyrell thought, what on earth is he doing? He's standing on his head. He turns it to reverse. Paul Tyrell, though, showing that he's.
It didn't take long. It did not take long.
A few tricks as well,
and the super storming arm drag there. Jonny, this is what you were talking about. The innovation, the high flying. Jonny Storm, what an amazing talent. But
cut off with an elbow there. Oh, certainly felt that one.
He did indeed, and he's down on the canvas now. He's down. Is he out? It's early in the match. I think Jonny Storm's still got some fight left.
Oh yeah, certainly. It would take a lot more than an elbow down to take someone of Jonny Storm's calibre down this early on.
What you've got to remember is Jonny Storm, he isn't a big guy, and something like that is very damaging to a small guy like that with a small frame. And you can just, you know, it's not taking a lot for Paul Tyrell to really cut Jonny Storm off there.
Punishing his back there down those forearms.
Is this going to be a suplex here? Yes, it is.
Holding him up for
just
a long time.
Strength there,
yeah,
pure strength.
Paul Tyrell was just was showing the strength and voltage he has there by just holding Storm.
One very lazy cover there, only one arm. I would have to say that's definitely a shortfall on Paul Tyrell's part.
You're never going to pin someone like Jonny Storm with half an arm draped over them. You know, it's just not going to happen. I think Paul Tyrell's got to show Jonny Storm a bit more respect than that.
I'll have to agree with you there. I mean, he didn't hook the leg, he didn't pin down both arms. He just used one of his arms to hold him down, and it was never going to be enough. Never. The crowd are really not fans of Paul Tyrell here, and a drop toe hold on the ropes. Jonny Storm up in a matter of seconds. He was up so quickly I barely had time to call the move. And the 6, well, you may know it as the 619, but Jonny Storm's got a different name for it, hasn't he?
I believe it's just the 69. There's no 1 involved then.
Well, I've heard rumours that Jonny Storm likes to do that 69, and he definitely is doing it here tonight.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous moonsault there, Dan, but Paul Tyrell's, you know, still got the power to kick out. Oh, shoving Storm face first into the turnbuckle.
That's not nice. Jonny Storm won for the ladies, but the ladies aren't going to love him with a face full of turnbuckle. Jonny Storm, he's spending a lot of this match down on the canvas, you know, and I'm worried about Jonny Storm because this is not the Jonny Storm we're used to seeing. He's usually very domineering in matches, but this Jonny Storm, he seems to be quite. He's taking the full brunt of Paul Tyrell's range.
I think Paul Tyrell's just managing to shade it, to be honest, you know, with that little bit of extra strength, you know.
I'll have to agree with you. And Paul Tyrell going up top here. What's this going to be? Super dropkick there from Paul Tyrell.
Absolutely awesome connection there, Dan, taking Jonny Storm straight back down.
And another lazy cover. Straight.
No.
He's up in one. He's up in one. That dropkick, one. He's up in one.
You just can't cover Jonny Storm with the sole of your foot, Dan. You know, that's just taking the mickey.
Well, I'll give all credit to Paul Tyrell. That was a great dropkick to Jonny Storm's chest there. You know, fully connected and sent Jonny Storm right to the mat. But the thing is, what's the point in doing such a big move if you're not going to make a serious cover?
Ooh, taunting with a bit of afters there, a little slap round the chops.
He's just insulting him now, standing over him. What? And this is reverse powerbomb there.
I think Paul Tyrell is trying to ruin Jonny Storm's good looks, you know. That's the face into the turnbuckle, the face straight down into the canvas, you know. I think he's trying to rearrange Johnny's face, as it were.
Oh. That clothesline there sending Jonny Storm inside out. Really sent. I don't know how to describe that move.
I think Paul Tyrell should, if he's got any sense, he would just concentrate on getting a decent cover, you know, on Jonny Storm.
I think the game plan Paul Tyrell needs to implement now is to hit those big power moves that he's used to, and then make the cover. In the ropes now. And a facebuster. No!
Oh,
Jonny Storm reverses that facebuster powerbomb into a DDT and sends Paul Tyrell's face crashing into the canvas this time. And Jonny Storm, the crowd are clapping. The crowd really want Jonny Storm to be the victor here. And he means business. He's pulled down his singlet. What's he going to do here?
That was just awesome, Dan. You know, again, it was the speed of Jonny Storm and also the innovation. You thought Paul Tyrell's caught him again. Go for a bulldog. No,
this is innovation. This is exactly what you meant when you said innovation. You have never seen that before. And an enziguri there.
Just there's only one word, Dan. It's awesome. The Wonder Kid. He's the one and only. He just pulls stuff out.
This is a proper cover there. Paul Tyrell needs to learn from Jonny Storm. This is how to cover someone.
Hit the leg, but I think Tyrell just had enough to just pop out of that. But you know, Jonny Storm is like a magician, Dan. He just pulls rabbits out of his hat all day long.
And Paul Tyrell, it's not legal, but it works. Paul Tyrell, they're raking the eyes of Jonny Storm. Going for a back body drop. No, reversed into a double leg. 1, 2, only 2 there. Paul Tyrell rolled through, got him in a pin, and Jonny. This is too fast for me to call. Pins back and forth, back and forth. I can't call this action.
And they're both out, Dan.
Double clothesline there.
Both men down. Both men lying prone on the canvas now, you know.
This match has seen both men completely sapped of their energy. Both men down on the canvas now. I'm not sure which way this is going to go. I'm not sure what's going to happen next.
It would be hard to call either man dominant, then, to be honest. You know, Paul Tyrell certainly had the lion's share of the offence early on, you know, taking Storm down, but Every time you think he's
Super kick there. Got to interrupt you there. That super kick was powerful. 1-2, and Paul Tyrell. That wasn't a big kick out. I'll give him credit. He kicked out, but it wasn't by much. That was very close. And Paul Tyrell really needs to start wising up to Jonny Storm's innovation now.
You look at Jonny Storm, Dan, and you just wonder how are you going to beat him? Paul Tyrell's throwing everything at him.
That Samoan drop neck breaker there. A bit of innovation from Paul Tyrell this time. 1, 2. Only 2 there.
So I think that was 2 3/4, Dan.
I'd have to agree with you, if not more, I think.
Jonny Storm, he's certainly had a lot taken out of him. I think Paul Tyrell's absolutely convinced it was 3, but no, Jonny Storm definitely up before the referee's hand hit the canvas the 3rd time. But Paul Tyrell, I think, what more can I do? What more can I do to keep the Wonder Kid down? You know, he's just throwing everything at him, and every time you think he's... Oh!
There we go. Paul Tyrell going for the backbreaker. Jonny Storm says, that ain't happening. I'll give you a flying head scissors.
Wonder Bomb!
Wonder Bomb there.
Absolutely amazing.
The Wonder Bomb.
Out of
That's
nowhere.
it. Forget about 1, 2.
It's over.
No!
Oh!
Was that was only a 2. Only a 2.
Shock on Jonny Storm's face. People just don't kick out of the Wonder Bomb.
You got to give it to Paul Tyrell. This is what we were saying. He is underrated. He was able to kick out the Wonder Bomb. I don't think I've ever seen anyone kick out the Wonder Bomb except Paul Tyrell.
Showing great awareness there, Dan.
Jonny Storm was climbing the ropes,
into the ropes,
and he pushed
Jonny Storm down, crotching him on the turnbuckle. It's Tyrell.
This is it, the Tyrell Hurricanrana, that's it. You see the speed he sent him over there. 1, 2, that's it,
no,
3.
It's over. That's the 3 count.
That's the 3 count.
And I think he's telling the guy in the crowd, who's your daddy now, sunshine? You know, he's a bit of a. You would say that's a shock win, you know, going by the history of things, Dan. You know, you would say you would have favoured Jonny Storm possibly going into this, but no. Awesome display by both men. Topsy-turvy, could have gone either way. Paul Tyrell maybe just shading it with that little shove of the ref into the ropes and causing Jonny Storm to come down hard on the Wonder Jewels, and then the top rope Hurricanrana. Amazing stuff. Absolutely awesome performance by both men.
Well, Paul Tyrell there hitting that awesome Hurricanrana. Did you see the velocity, the speed, the impact that Jonny Storm came down with that Hurricanrana? And you know, there was really no chance. Once Paul Tyrell hit that was it.